Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be decluttering my eyeshadow palettes. If you guys like this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into decluttering my eyeshadow palettes. Okay, so this is all of my palettes. There's a lot of them, so let's get started. The first one that I have here is this Too Faced Natural Lust palette. It looks like this. I think I'm gonna keep it because I haven't played with it enough, so I want to play with it a little bit more. So I think we will be keeping this one. The next one that I see here is this Kylie one. This Kylie one I used a lot, you guys. I played with this palette quite a bit. I was originally gonna throw this away, but I think I might keep it. Should I keep it? I might keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, so then I have this palette here. This is from Fenty Beauty. I'm going to declutter this one because I never grab it. This one is by Cab Cosmetics. This is the Kim Zodiac. I think that's her last name. And her two daughters, Aubriana and Brianna, I think. I'm not sure. This is their brand. It's not a bad eyeshadow palette. I did review this on my channel, but I wasn't a huge fan of it, so I will be decluttering that. This is the ColourPop palette. I think I just got this not that long ago. I haven't even, have I used it? No, I haven't tried it yet, so I'm keeping that. I got the Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe. I am definitely keeping this one. I actually repurchased one because I'm hitting pan on I cannot talk. I'm hitting pan on a couple of the shades up here, so yeah. This palette right here, you guys, it doesn't look like I've used it a lot. This is by the brand Visart. This palette is amazing. These shadows are amazing. This palette is kind of expensive, but these shadows are amazing. I love this brand so much. I really want to go and pick up a couple more palettes from this brand. I just got this palette for Christmas, so I will be keeping it. I haven't really played with it that much, so yeah. Going to be keeping this one. This is the Naughty palette by BH Cosmetics. I got this last year for Christmas from, I think, my niece, and I haven't really played with it that much, so I'm going to keep it so I can play with it a little bit more. I have all three of these Mean Girl eyeshadow palettes. I will be keeping them because once I reviewed them, I never played with them after that. So I need to play with these a little bit more. I have a few of these from ColourPop. This one is the Cherish palette. I got this not that long ago, so I think I'm gonna keep it because I haven't played with it enough. And then I also got this one from the same collection. I will be keeping that. I'm doing horrible, you guys. Horrible. Okay, so I have this Makeup Revolution palette. This one right here from Makeup Revolution. I will be decluttering that one. There's this palette from Siete London. This is what it looks like. I'm going to be decluttering that. I bought it and I never played with it, so I won't be throwing these out. These will be going to someone, like someone will be able to get use out of these. And then there is this palette right here. I'm kind of liking the top shades right here, so I think I'm going to keep it. I have this palette from The Queen. There's a lot of colors in it. I think I'm going to keep it. This is from Beauty Bakery. These are more of like cool tone shades. It's not my favorite shadows, so I will be decluttering that. I have this palette from Morphe. I haven't even tried it. This is more on the warm side, so I will be keeping that and playing with it a little bit. If I don't like it, I will declutter it later. I have this palette from Huda Beauty. Again, I have not played with it. You guys, there's a lot here that I have not played with. So I have this one from Believe Beauty. This is brand new. I'm gonna put this aside because if I have more, then I will declutter it. I have this Tarte one here. This is what it looks like. This is the Tarte Pro palette. I think I'm gonna declutter that. I have this Violet Voss palette. This is the Olive You Forever. Oh my gosh, I cannot. It's early in the morning for me right now. This is what the shadows look like. I'm gonna declutter it. Then I have this one from Brow Bar, and it looks like this. I think this is more of like translucent powder and like a bronzer maybe, I'm not sure. But regardless, we're gonna get rid of it because I haven't used it and I don't really like them shades. I got this in a BoxyCharm. It is the, like, BoxyCharm made their own eyeshadow palette and put one in each of the boxes one of the months. And yeah, I'm gonna declutter that. This is the Too Faced Pretty Rich palette. It looks like this. We're gonna declutter it. I have one Natasha Denona palette left, so we're going to keep that. My Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette, definitely keeping. Love that. I just got this one, the Morphe 35X palette, for Christmas, and I haven't even, like, no, I played with this a couple times, but I love these shades. Like, I really love them, so we will be keeping that. I have this Dose of Colors Baked Bronze palette right here. I think I'm gonna keep it. I don't know why, but I'm gonna keep it. Then I have this Becca Volcano Goddess palette. It looks like this. We will be decluttering that. I have the Ace Beauté palette. Look at them shades. So usually I'm into neutral shades, but I'm kind of getting into colors. So we're gonna keep it. Surprise! I just surprised myself. I have this James Charles with Morphe palette. I'm going to keep it. This is the big one. I wanted to get my hands on the small one, but I'm not sure if they make it anymore. So I have the Urban Decay Naked Basic palette. This is what it looks like. We will be keeping that. The Huda Nudes palette. Again, one of my favorite color schemes here, so I will be keeping that. I have the Tarte in Bloom palette. Can I open it? It looks like this. That's really pretty, but I don't think I need it. Do I need it? Do I need it? Yes, I need it. I'm gonna keep it. Then I have the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette. I absolutely love this palette. I haven't played with it enough, so I'm gonna keep it and try to play with it a little bit more. I have the Violet Voss palette. I am going to declutter this one. Then we have the Morphe one here. This is used and abused, so we're gonna get rid of that. That is the 25A palette. The ColourPop double extender palette. I just got this, so we'll be keeping it. I have this palette right here. Not my favorite shades. They're like pretty much all shimmer, so we'll be getting rid of that. The Ulta Beauty Desert Skies palette. It looks like this. I picked it up just to try it out a while back, so I will be decluttering that. I got the Mean Girls and Profusion palette. This baby right here we will be keeping. I am loving these colors. So I have the Laura Lee Nudie Batootie palette. I will be keeping this palette. And then I have this fairy tale book. I'm going to be decluttering it. It's really bulky. I wanted to collect the whole, I wanted to collect the whole collection, but No. This is the new Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe. I am going to be keeping that palette. Violet Voss Volume 2. This is brand spanking new, so we're going to get rid of it because I won't use it. The Violet Voss, again, this is another palette. I have used this a little bit, but we will be decluttering that. The other Mean Girls one I will be keeping. I got this in a boxy charm that I will be decluttering that. Another one that I got in a boxy charm that I will be decluttering. Again, another one I got in a boxy charm. This one is brand new, so we will send that off to somebody who would like it. This is the Lunar Beauty palette. I just got this in my mystery box. I will be keeping that. I have these Makeup Revolution palettes. I like that it's a colorful palette, but it's not the right shade of the color, so I'm going to be decluttering that. I have another Revolution palette here. Declutter. I have this Roxy one here. We're going to declutter it. I have the Morphe and Manny MUA palette. I'm going to keep that. I haven't played with it enough. The Jaclyn Hill one, I will be keeping this one. This LA colored one, I just picked it up not that long ago. I honestly thought it wasn't going to be all shimmers. This is all shimmers, so we'll be getting rid of that. I have this, what is this? This is the Profusion one. I think I'm gonna keep it just because of the shades. I think I'm gonna keep it. And then there's this one too. I will be keeping both of them. I have the Carly Bible palette with Anastasia that I will be keeping. Modern Renaissance palette I will be keeping. This Hard Candy palette, I'm keeping it because this is a dupe. I believe this is a dupe. To the naked eye, I think this is a dupe for the Huda palette, so I'm going to keep that so I can do a review. I have this one with Anastasia. I'm going to declutter it. This ColourPop one right here, we will keep that. The Jaclyn Hill Volume 2, I'm going to keep it. This Morphe one, I think this is super old. This is super old, you guys, but I keep this for Halloween looks for the kids, so we'll keep that. Then I have this e.l.f. the new classic palette here. I just picked this up not that long ago and I'm loving the shades, so we'll keep that. This is the Chocolate Bar palette. I'm going to declutter it because I never reach for it. The Tarteless palette. I picked this up not that long ago. I mean, it's been a while, but I haven't used it that much and I love the shades, so we're keeping it. This little tiny one I am keeping. I'm just for vacations and whatnot. I have this one from LA Color. I will be decluttering that because I kept the other yellow shade palette. This is another Makeup Revolution one. I'm going to keep that, play with it a little bit more. I have all of these from ColourPop. I will be keeping. My daughter took the purple one. I'm probably going to have to go steal that one back from her. I have this LA Colored one. Whoa. Right here. I will be decluttering. This e.l.f. one I will be keeping. Candy Skies. This is the Laura Lee palette she did with her niece. I will be keeping that. The Star Ranch palette. I'm going to keep it so I can play with some of these blue shades a little bit. ColourPop Going Coconuts palette. I love the shades here, but the packaging, do you see that? It doesn't want to focus, but the palette doesn't shut. It's like all messed up. Love the shades. Can't stand the packaging. I have this one from Becca that I will be decluttering. The Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag Facelift palette. I will be keeping that to play with that a little bit more. This Too Faced Bomb Bomb palette I will be decluttering. I thought I gave my daughter the purple ColourPop palette, but I didn't, so I have my collection back again. I have this ColourPop palette here. I will be keeping that. I got this one from, ooh, this is Dominique Cosmetics. ooh, I feel so bad, but I'm going to declutter that because the shades are, I know I just won't use them. I have this Morphe palette right here. This one is beautiful. I will be keeping this. This is the 35F palette. Here's another Makeup Revolution palette. I'm gonna keep it for Halloween because it's nice and colorful. Ace Beauté palette I will be decluttering. I have this one from Anastasia. I will be decluttering that. The Lunar Beauty Moon Spell Volume 2 palette. I just got this in my mystery box, so I will be keeping that. This Naughty palette I will be keeping. Okay, so the next one that I have is this Cargo palette. It has a lot of cool tone shades. It's not really focusing. I am going to declutter that one. I have the Subculture palette from Anastasia. I am going to declutter that one too. I have the Too Faced Natural Matte palette. I'm gonna keep this one. I really like these shades. I have the Huda Beauty palette. This is just one of her mini ones. I really like them shades, so I will be keeping that. I like this Anastasia palette, so I will be keeping that one too. I also like this one from ColourPop. It's the Truly Madly Deeply palette. My dogs are barking right now. I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna be keeping that one. This Too Faced palette here. This one I will be decluttering. I have this Wet n Wild one. This has not even been opened, so I will be decluttering that. I have this Soft Glam number 2. This is the mini palette. I will be keeping that. This is a nice palette to take like when I'm traveling. I have another Ace Beauté palette. I will be decluttering this one. And then the last one that I have here is the Jawbreaker. This is Jeffree Star's palette, and I'm going to be keeping it because I like these colors. So I am getting rid of 40 palettes and I'm keeping 63 palettes. So I did not do as good as I wanted to. I was hoping to get rid of 50% of my palette collection, but I feel like I did pretty good because there was a lot of palettes that I kept that were these like smaller ones and like these. So I mean, I feel like I did pretty good. So now I'm going to clean out these 2 drawers because there's a lot of eyeshadow stuff in there. I'm going to clean these out and then we're going to rearrange and try to fit all of my palettes in here. If I can't fit them in these 2 drawers, then I will be decluttering more. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I separated out the palettes, the neutral palettes on one side and the colorful palettes on the other side, so I can put them in the 2 drawers. While I was going through them, I decided to get rid of these 2 palettes. This one right here, I was keeping it just for these shades up here, but then I realized that my Candy Sky palette from Laura Lee, that's her name, Laura Lee. Her palette is very similar. Let me show you. So I was keeping it for these shades. When you look at this palette, there's a lot of this like similar shades and there's a lot more of them. So I'm going to keep this one and get rid of the other one. And then I also decided to get rid of this palette right here just because I feel like I have these shades. Now that I'm looking at it again, should I keep it? Maybe I'll keep it. See, I can't, I have problems. But I did get rid of one more, so that's 41 palettes that we are right now decluttering, and I'm keeping 62 palettes. But like I said, there might, if they don't fit in these drawers, I will be decluttering more. So let's try to fit these palettes in. Okay, so this is my colorful palette drawer. Everything fits in here. I believe that's all of my colorful palettes. So that is looking really nice. There's actually room to add more to this drawer if I want to. I know that there's a lot of palettes in here, but I have a problem, okay? So this is my neutral palette drawer. It was a little bit more tricky trying to get everything to fit in here, but I feel like it's organized enough. I wanted to have everything upright like this so then I could kind of see what palettes I have instead of having them like this way. I have the bigger palettes in the back here, kind of like on top of each other, just because I couldn't put them upright. So, but the rest of the palettes are, so I can kind of tell what the palettes are. Like that is this palette. Now let me show you guys all the palettes that I'm decluttering. Here is all of the palettes I am going to be decluttering and getting rid of. It's really sad because there's a lot of palettes in here that I haven't used a lot. That I've only used a little bit. Like this one, I don't even know if I've ever used this palette. This palette, I'm almost positive I didn't use, and the reason why is because I either got them from BoxyCharm or I picked them up from TJ Maxx. I have swatched a lot of these palettes. I have used some of these palettes, but like this one, I thought that was used a lot more than what it was. But yeah, some of these palettes I did use, but there's a lot that I just haven't really used that much. Like this one has never been used. I feel bad because I have a couple places that I can donate things to, but I don't know if they take makeup because I live in a really small town and it's not like, I don't know what the rules are on makeup. I want to give these to you guys, just like, you know, people that would want to use them, but I feel bad and I don't even know if I should give them away because they're used. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I should do that, but then I don't know if I donate them if anywhere would be able to take them. And there's so many good palettes. I don't know. Leave it in the comments down below what I should do. If you guys know a place that I can send all of these to and donate them. If you guys think I should do like a little giveaway and have it where, you know, so many people win, they just win like 5 random palettes. I'll just put like 5 palettes together and you can win them. Let me know if you guys think that that's like gross or weird or whatever, because I don't know. But let me know what I should do with these. I will hold on to them and I will, you know, read the comments and see what you guys, if anyone knows of anything that I should do. Yeah, I will just hold on to them for a while and see. If I do end up giving these away, like certain ones that I think like have like barely been used or lightly used, if I end up giving them away, that would be in a different video. I would just make a small little video doing that. But yeah, if you guys know any comments, just leave them down below so I know what I should do. If you guys think that it's wrong to give these away to you guys, please let me know that. I don't think that that's a rude comment. I just want everyone's input on it. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!